What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tifftastic.
And today we got a little bit of a drive, and so we're doing conversations from the car. And don't worry, I got my eyes on the road. I'm not going to be doing that. Not going to be, paying attention. But I figured I set up the video camera. We could just talk because we're going to talk anyways in the car. I figured we might as well make a video to talk about some stuff that we need to talk about and some stuff that we haven't talked about yet. So if this is your first time to the channel, this is kind of a different kind of thing right here. But welcome to the Poindexter Lounge. What is the Poindexter Lounge?
A place for nerds, even if it's on the road.
That's right. It's a mobile place for nerds today. And so we love to talk about all the fun stuff, like, Star Wars, superheroes, and sci-fi, nerd stuff.
A little bit of everything.
That's right, a little bit of everything. So so if that's you, feel welcome. Know that you are welcome in this place, and join the conversation, please. So today we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, for sure. I think it's near and dear to Tiffany's heart as well. And we've talked a lot about this on the channel, but I think the reason why we keep talking about it and why the internet keeps talking about it so much is just because there's no answers, Tiff.
No.
There's no answers. And it's frustrating when you get a situation where you want information. And look, I get it. Look, we're fans. We're not entitled.
Yeah, we want answers now, but they can at least throw us a bone, give us some kind of information.
But sometimes it just doesn't make sense that this stuff, pans out the way it does. I mean, so for instance, Ben Affleck as Batman,
who did great.
That whole scenario took forever to wash out, and then just for them to say, nope, he's not Batman anymore. It's like, why can't you just tell the fans, look, we're moving in a different direction. We're gonna do it.
He doesn't want to do it anymore. Something.
Yeah,
like that.
we're gonna get a different Batman.
A little bit of both.
Whatever. Okay, so we can all move on, heal, but no, they wait till the last possible second and then just announce to us that,
oh, by the way,
we're gonna make a different Batman. And I think that if we had more time,
use a sparkly vampire to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think if we had more time to adjust to these things, it wouldn't be as shocking, probably. If they had just come out and said,
they would have told us in the beginning, we would have been okay. Okay, who are you gonna have? Who can we,
Then you can shift it.
Yeah.
You shift the.
You do it right at the end, and then you want to replace someone right away. It's like an old breakup. It's like, it's too soon.
Yeah, you're trying to hit us with way too much information all at once.
Oh, and by the way, Superman might not be the same either. So deal with both of those at the same time.
Exactly right. Well, it's like you said, it's kind of like a breakup, because if you're in a relationship,
you invest into a character that you like.
You're in this relationship and you break up, right? It's always better if there's
I wouldn't want to break up with Batman.
No, there's some time though. It's good if there's some time for you to heal, and then be able to move on to something else.
Yeah.
But to just, when you get that bomb dropped on you, it's like, not only am I breaking up with you, but I'm replacing you, and here's the.
And you just gotta deal with it.
You just gotta deal with it, right? Here's the new person. So we say all that because this deal with Henry Cavill,
who we love.
I love Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is my Superman.
And your man crush.
And my man crush.
And my man crush.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Henry Cavill more and more shows me that he is the epitome of who should be Superman. I cannot see another actor right now, Tiffany, that could just step into that role.
I would, as much as it's frustrating when people talk about like Wolverine and having, him play Wolverine for so many years and replacing him, give us enough time, it'll be fine. But you're telling me right now that you want to, I can't, it's way too soon. You can't put someone else in that Superman role right now, ever.
Yeah, so San Diego Comic-Con, there was a guy who apparently lived our dream. He ran into Henry Cavill out at a restaurant or somewhere around there, somewhere at San Diego Comic-Con, and he was able to talk to him about Superman and about The Witcher and the other stuff that Henry Cavill's doing, because Henry Cavill is going to be playing in The Witcher, and so Henry actually told him, said, you know what? Yeah, I want to play Superman. Basically, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically he told him,
not opposed to it.
not opposed to it. I want to play Superman. He says, I want to explore that more about, somebody with all these powers and how you deal with that, how someone deals with that with ultimate power.
Like a good version of Brightburn, like for him.
Yeah, really. Well, but, and so that was a positive thing. So Henry Cavill still wants to play Superman.
So it means it's everyone else that doesn't want him to, or for some reason.
Who doesn't want Henry Cavill to play Superman? I don't see anything on the internet, and this is what I don't understand about Warner Brothers. Okay, Warner Brothers.
Do they not want to succeed?
Warner Brothers is like to me, it's the detriment of DC, because Warner Brothers owns DC, and it seems like when DC is left to do their own thing, they're fine. The comics are fine. The animation movies, Tiffany, are fine. The TV shows have been fine. Every once in a while, the TV shows go off the rail because
they can.
Yeah, they kind of, anytime they try to go too political, that's when it goes off the rails. Sure. But for the most part, the TV shows are great. I mean, The Flash is great. Arrow's been great. They're getting ready to do Crisis on Infinite Earths, Tiff. I mean, who would have ever thought that we'd see Crisis on Infinite Earths on TV?
And that we'd actually have Brandon Routh come as... Which Superman is he playing?
He's playing Kingdom Come Superman, for goodness sake. We're seeing that on TV, folks. That is the world that we live in right now. I think
it would be awesome if on Crisis, if they have him as the Atom on Legends, and having them be like, oh, you look familiar.
Little split screen.
Or like Nora Dark, who's his wife in real life, to be like seeing like the other Superman and be like, hey,
there you
go.
Hot. There you go. That'd be awesome. So we got that. But the thing is Warner Brothers, they just keep meddling in their movies. And they just keep messing up this stuff. And it's very, very frustrating. And so now we're in a situation where now they're talking about they're splitting up, Tiffany, the DC universe, where we're still going to have Wonder Woman, we're still going to have Aquaman, Jason Momoa and everything, and we're going to have...
Don't you mess with Jason Momoa either.
And it looks like Shazam is moving forward, so that's good. But... they've gotten rid of Ben Affleck's Batman. The whole thing with Ezra Miller's Flash is way up in the air. I don't know day to day what's going on with that. They've replaced the directors on that thing so many times.
Yeah.
And apparently the last word now is that
they didn't like Ezra Miller's story, or
motorcycle.
Yeah.
So they
cool Harley though.
Yeah, nice Harley. But so the thing is like with the Ezra Miller thing, like he wanted to write his own script. He wrote his own script. They denied it. They didn't want it. And then they kept him on though. But now they've got the guy who did it is supposed to write and possibly direct the movie, I guess. So who knows? And as it sounds right now, Ezra Miller's on board still. So all right. So you got all that. You're saying there's a chance. But this thing with Henry Cavill has gone on for so long, and now comes where J.J. Abrams, just signed this huge multi-billion-dollar deal with Warner Brothers to bring all his stuff there, and so now the talk is that basically J.J. Abrams is going to be taking over some DC stuff.
And we like his movies.
I love J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams did awesome with the Star Trek franchise, rebooted that. And really gave some new life to the Star Trek franchise. With Star Wars, he brought Star Wars back.
Yeah.
And people can say whatever they want.
Star Wars back.
Yeah. People can say whatever they want to about the Last Jedi, but people talk about the Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is a good movie.
And for a first movie coming back after 30 years, I think it. Pretty darn cool.
You gotta be able to introduce that world, and so you gotta draw on familiar beats. Now,
is it because he killed Han?
It's because he killed Han.
That's what it was.
That's what it is. Well, and it remains to be seen what the Rise of Skywalker does.
True.
I'm really interested to see what the Rise of Skywalker does, because I think that's going to be a determining thing. Can he stick the landing?
True.
Can he nail that? And
the bookends of the trilogy there.
And do the bookends of the trilogy, make it something that we all...
sounds like a band name.
Bookends of the trilogy?
Yes.
And now, coming to the stage, Bookends of the Trilogy.
Sounds like a nerdy band.
Kind of like a goth band. Anyway, so So now they're talking about the J.J. Abrams may be directing a Superman movie. And it may or may not include Henry Cavill. Now here's something interesting. Is James Gunn, before he took on Suicide Squad, it's fact that he was offered a Superman movie. He was offered to either do Superman or Suicide Squad. And he chose Suicide Squad. So Warner Brothers and DC are obviously still interested in doing a Superman movie.
If they're offering it to people.
Yeah. I mean, if you're offering the movie to somebody, that shows you got an interest.
Maybe Superman?
Maybe Superman? I don't. But see, what's my thing is what is going on with Cavill?
Yeah.
Because look, everybody. I don't see very many people at all saying that Henry Cavill shouldn't come back as Superman. And the people who do, if that's you, I'm sorry, I don't understand it. I respect your opinion. But I don't understand how you cannot appreciate what Henry Cavill's done. You may not like all of his interpretation, but that's not him.
It's not me.
The writers and stuff, you may not like how he was presented in Batman versus Superman or Justice League or whatever, and you can't blame Mustache Gate on Cavill. That's not his fault. It's a very sad, it's an unfortunate thing that whole stupid thing happened with the mustache, because unfortunately then people were more concentrated on the stupid CGI mustache lip than they were Henry Cavill. But by the end of Justice League, he's Superman.
Heck yeah.
And that's his arc in Man of Steel.
From that point that
Batman
he came back and he's got all of them at bay, and then he looks to the corner as Flash is coming around and he's got the oh crap look on his face.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, Soup's back.
Yeah. And at the end when he has the awesome race with the Flash,
Yes.
That's Superman. That is Superman. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen a lot of stuff lately. People say that Brandon Routh looks like Christopher Reeve. And now, we've met Brandon Routh now, and I'll be honest with you, I don't see it. I still don't see it. I don't get it.
He did get a haircut since we met him, because he had the long hair because of Legends, but now with the new seasons they're taping, he got his haircut. He does look a little bit more, but
I just never saw it. I just never saw it.
Henry Cavill looks more like
Henry Cavill. I have seen more pictures of Henry Cavill and video of Henry Cavill lately.
Rewatching the movies, because we like to watch them numerous times a year, that all of a sudden he'll do a look or a smirk or something, and you're like, oh, it brings back the feels.
That looks like Christopher Reeve.
Exactly.
So he's got that classic look. He's chiseled, guys. He actually has a man's suit. He's got a man's body, and
Have you seen the dude shirtless?
I'm secure enough to say that he's got a man's body. He's
beefy.
He's beefy. And he's got the chops, and my thing is I would love nothing more than to see a Henry Cavill Man of Steel 2.
Heck yeah.
We need that.
We do.
We need that. What is and so my question is,
what's the deal?
Yeah, what's the deal? What is the holdup here?
Wasn't there a song in SNL about that?
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What is up with that? The internet has resoundingly said, we want Cavill.
Yeah.
Right? I talk to people all the time.
Cavill
People who don't even like Batman versus Superman or Justice League or even Man of Steel, they still say, you know what? I'd like to see Henry Cavill in a movie that portrays Superman the way that they had him at the end of Justice League. So I don't know who they think they're going to get to portray Superman at this point. But, when I start seeing, stupid stuff like, Ryan Gosling, had a chance to be Batman, that... I don't know.
Angry thoughts?
I do. I think angry thoughts.
Especially
when I see that Ryan Gosling is being talked about, apparently they're
Pattinson.
They're doing this Joker movie, with Joaquin Phoenix, right? And it's a standalone thing. It's its own thing. So now, because WB can't decide what the heck they want to do with their properties, now they're talking about, well, maybe we'll make more of these movies that are kind of standalone things. Let's do a Lex Luthor one. And they literally have talked about Ryan Gosling for Lex Luthor.
You just said Ryan Gosling is Batman.
Well, yeah, and that shows the point that they have
going back and forth.
That's how much they go back and forth. Before they hired Pattinson, there was all this thing. Well, it was Ryan Gosling and Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'd rather have what's his name that's on Supergirl as Lex Luthor because he kicked butt in the last 2 episodes.
I just don't get it. I don't understand what the holdup is, and why can't we just get a stinking announcement? Why can't somebody just say, you know what?
Quit
Yes,
dragging your feet.
yes, you know what? Because right now, Henry Cavill officially is still Superman. He's still Superman because there's been nothing that's come out and said that he's not Superman. But I'm concerned. I'm really concerned,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm as a DC fan, I feel a little betrayed, a little bit, and a little hurt. I'm sorry. It may be a petty thing, but to go years like this, not knowing if the people that we enjoy in these roles are going to play these roles,
when they want to, because they may just want to change a creative thing for a director.
Let me give it to Marvel for saying, you know what, they've got direction, they've got leadership, and they lock their people in, man, and they go with them, and they make good movies around their actors.
Hugh Jackman.
Look at Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was in awful X-Men movies, yet he was still great, and they still stuck with him. They didn't throw Hugh Jackman out because The Last Stand.
They made a good farewell for him in Logan too.
Yeah, look at The Last Stand, X-Men: The Last Stand. It's everybody agrees that's an awful movie. We haven't even seen
Since then.
Dark Phoenix or whatever.
Oh yeah,
we haven't even seen that. We haven't seen that yet. But the thing is everybody pans The Last Stand as being a bad movie, and Hugh Jackman was in that, but yet Hugh Jackman was Wolverine, and they stuck with him as Wolverine, and they went for, and that's not even okay. And you know what? And I get it. That's not even Marvel proper. That's not MCU. But but that's a great example still yet of sticking with a character.
It's something that DC could do to take a page from Wolverine's book.
Yeah, and the MCU has done a great job in building movies around characters and sticking with those people. Now I know that we lost what's his name as War Machine. I get it, but they didn't reboot the whole stinking universe.
Yeah.
And say, well, we can't get War Machine.
And they're not going to reboot it again because Tony's ready.
I don't know. But what do you guys think? We spent 15 minutes now talking about this. I needed to get this off my chest because I'm really frustrated. But I trust J.J. Abrams that he would make a good movie. Although J.J. Abrams was supposed to make a Superman movie years ago, and I read that script online, and I am so glad that they didn't make that movie, because that movie would have been
just like that other one with what's his name.
It wasn't
Why
as
am I
bad.
not in that movie?
Yeah, no, it wasn't as bad as the Nicolas Cage thing, but it was still bad. I don't understand why everybody. And okay, so here's another thing. They talk about the guys, the Russo brothers, have said that now they would like to tackle a Superman movie because they want to fix Superman.
Doesn't need fixing.
Doesn't need
You need
fixing.
to expound on what's happening.
Why can't anybody just get Superman? Superman is not that complicated, folks. Oh, so frustrating because it's not that it's not that hard to make a Superman movie. He's a superhero. He's the first superhero. He's the best superhero. You can use him in so many different ways, and he's got things that he has to face. It's not just as simple as, the only thing you can do is you give him kryptonite and whatever. No, he faces all kinds of emotional trouble, family issues, relational issues, being alienated here on the planet. I mean, and those were all things about Man of Steel that I loved that came out in that movie. I just don't get it.
Which, it was actually kind of cool because in that movie we saw things that when we saw Brightburn, it showed a stark contrast of what happened if you went bad and you had those powers, and what he did being good with those powers.
Yes. So, but what do you guys think? Are you guys just at the point that I am where it's just announce something for Pete's sake? Just come on. Put something out there. Let us know what's going on so that we can look forward to something and know what the direction is. And is it just really because there is no direction? That's the scary part. Is it just because there is no direction? Because if that's the case, then I'm even more worried.
It's also one of those things where I feel like Peter Griffin and it's like, come on, do something.
Do something. Tap it.
I know.
Right?
With a stick.
Move. Do something. Anyways, let us know down in the comment section, guys. Also, don't forget we are on social media. You can find all that stuff right here. I like to put that right here in the middle. Right? So you can find that stuff right there. Also, all the links to all that stuff is in the description. Don't forget we are giving away an Aquaman and Orm 2-pack because for right now, Jason Momoa is still Aquaman.
Exactly.
So you can get that this month. Get in the giveaway for that. And just know this. We love you guys. We appreciate each and every one of our subscribers and also our new friends and guests and those of you who lurk in the shadows and don't subscribe. Hey, if you like what we do, you consider hitting that subscribe button. Maybe give us a like so that YouTube knows that people actually like us. Yeah, so that they share the video with other people. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for now. We're going to continue our little trip today, and thanks for watching. Until next time. Keep it super. Keep it Henry Cavill. Bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.